Hello, everybody. It is Saturday now as I'm doing this voiceover. Just, let me see, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 4 more sleeps till Christmas. That seems crazy. It does not feel like Christmas. It just, I don't know. It doesn't. I don't know if it's the lack of snow. Like, there's a very light covering here, but I mean, you would think I would be used to it by now. I've been living in this part of Ontario for, oh goodness, almost 20 years. So I should be used to the lack of snow, but I don't know. I guess being originally from Newfoundland, it's hard to get used to not having snow. Having grown up with so much of it and having so much fun playing in it. But anyway, it is soon Christmas, and I would think this will be the last video before Christmas, but possibly not the last video of the year. Because there's like a whole week after Christmas, so I would think I'll have another video for you guys then. Anyway, I'm hoping to receive some headphones for Christmas so I can either listen to something that I'm watching on Netflix or listen to an audiobook and art at the same time, and that way I can edit my videos so you have, like, I like the sound of people playing, like, I don't know, like the sound of the brush going in the water, that whole ASMR thing, like, I like that. So I would like to have the headphones so that if I don't need to talk for a video, then you have that to listen to, because I find that very pleasing. And if you don't like it, then you can just mute it and play your own music or nothing or whatever you like. So let's hope Santa brings me some headphones. So this journal here that I'm playing in is my journal that, like, I've been using lately for just learning how to get back into playing again. This one I didn't do a whole lot, like when it comes to technique or anything. It's pretty basic. Like, I just painted. And then after, like, a tiny bit of doodling, that's it. Did I hand letter a quote? Yes. But nothing fancy. So it's a very simple couple journal pages, but I really like how it came together. I like doing these pages too, where I add like a person and just have lots of color. See, now that's all I have to say. The rest of the video could be like some wonderful playing sounds. You see that? That looks like purple. I think it stays till the very end too. Impressive. So now I feel the need to fill the silence because I was actually watching something on Netflix while I was creating this, so I had to delete the audio. And I don't want to play music. Not that I have anything against music, it's just down the road, YouTube will end up, I can't think of the word. I don't know. I'll have to remove it anyways because of the music. Even though it's music that I chose from YouTube's royalty-free collection. So, I don't know. That's why I stopped using music, because it comes back to bite you after, even when you choose music that you're supposed to be allowed to use. I thought it would be completely safe choosing it from YouTube's library, but nope, I've been dinged even by using their music. So that's all I can do. The paints, actually, this is a bit different because I'm not using, although you can't really tell, I'm not using regular acrylic paint. I'm actually using gouache, Liquitex. Their gouache is really nice. And honestly, like, sometimes I forget that's what I'm using and I just simply use it like acrylic paint. So I'm kind of losing the benefits of it being gouache, kinda, because I'm not doing all that I could be doing with it. But I do think that brown is a Liquitex because I don't think I had a brown gouache. But the Liquitex gouache paints are really nice. I mean, this is coming from somebody who doesn't know what real good gouache is like, so take it or leave it. I don't know. I'm just going by what I like. For the image of the girl, I just went on Pinterest and I look up like model poses and stuff like that just so I can get like a positioning for the body. And I was looking, I wanted something more, I don't know the word, like the image I had in mind was like somebody like kind of down the way she is, like bent down, but more with her legs forward, if you know what I mean. Like she wouldn't be bent down as much as she is here, but like kind of like with one leg forward. I don't know. I had this pose in my head, but I could not find an image. So I came across this one and I thought, well, this will work. Because for some reason I already had a quote in my mind and I wanted an image that I felt could go with it. So this one worked, and I just went with it. And when I did this, I did not try to, like I didn't do any features on the face. I just left it blank. And I like it when other artists do that. So I thought, why can't I do it? Instead of stressing out over, doing the eyes and the nose and the mouth and everything, I'll just leave it all blank and not add much detail to anything. So like the hands, like I'm pretty certain there's like probably, I don't know, 10 things that you could find wrong with them or something, but I didn't stress about it. I just did a basic shape for a hand, like, I didn't worry too much about the proportion or anything really. And when it's all said and done, like when you look at the whole layout, for me anyway, I don't really notice it. And I would think I would, because I'm pretty hard on myself. So it's not bothering me. So that's pretty good. Because I can nitpick. And I didn't. Now, if I had drawn a figure where I did the face details and everything, then I'm 98% sure I would have like freaked out over the hands. So try that. If you're uncomfortable with doing people, just leave out the face features. Just put in like a bit of shadow. I've even seen it where it's like just flat and like it's a person. You know what I mean? Like all the body parts don't have to be there. Like you can tell it's a figure. And as long as everything else like is getting the point across, it's all good. So give it a try. It's very freeing. if I started singing for you, do you think I would get dinged by YouTube? Probably be copyright for sure, unless I start making up my own songs. And then you'll really think I've lost it. Because no, I'm not a good singer. I don't think I would make a baby cry or anything, but you know, there's no record deal in my future. So remember that thing that I started, I put together kind of like a December daily, but you know, not quite. Yeah, I did probably a few days of it, and nope. Nothing is happening. Like, my life is pretty boring. Like, it's not boring to me. I mean, I'm having a great time. But, like, I'm not social. Like, I go to work, I come home, I do what needs to be done, I make supper, I clean up, I play. Like, I don't do anything out of the ordinary. You know what I mean? So I don't know, there was nothing really to put in it, especially anything Christmassy or anything. Like, I only just put up my tree Tuesday or Wednesday maybe, and it was quite easy because it was decorated from last year, which just brought it up from the basement. I know I'm too young to be that lazy, but my husband took it down and put it downstairs. I had wanted to take the decorations off because I wanted to decorate it, you know, fresh. But he brought it downstairs before I could do it, and I didn't bother to argue. I had told him I wanted to take them all off, but he wanted to get it put away, so he was the one that had to bring it down, so I wasn't going to argue with him. So it was very easy this year. And I still have the containers upstairs, like all the Christmas decorations, and I don't have them all up. I have a bit done, so with Christmas only being like 3 or 4 days away, I don't think I'm going all out this year. I've seen a few videos where people are saying they're having a hard time getting into the Christmas spirit. I don't know. I think I need some grandkids in my life. I'm not in a rush, but I can see the appeal. But I'm okay with waiting. But I can see Christmas being more exciting once you have grandkids. I don't know. Once your kids are older, it's like it's not the same. And I used to be like a big kid for Christmas. Like, you know, I was just as bad as they were. I used to wake up before they did. I was the first one up on Christmas Day. And I've lost it. I don't know what happened, but I don't have that same Christmas spirit in me, and it bothers me a great deal. But I mean, I don't know what to do. I'm just waiting for grandkids and then thinking that it'll all be okay then. I'll get back into it. That's what I'm going with anyways. Funny how I'm talking about that, and then it's my video, it's like, sometimes I don't feel okay. How fitting. Oh well. I'm not trying to bring you guys down or anything about Christmas. I love Christmas. I think it's beautiful and wonderful. And There's one gift that I got for somebody that I'm totally excited about. I really don't think she watches my videos, but I'm afraid. I don't know. I'll have to tell you about it after, just in case. I really don't think my daughter watches these videos. I'd be floored. I'd be totally shocked if she did, because this is not her thing. So I really can't see it. But anyway, I got something for her that I was totally excited when I found it. And I'm sure everybody in the stores thought I had completely lost it. But it made, to me, that's Christmas. Not that buying presents for people is Christmas, but finding that gift, you know what I mean? That makes it more exciting than just simply getting presents. So anyway, back to what it is I am doing. When I had everything done, I felt like the pages were kind of plain. So I added these just shapes. Like, I wasn't looking at anything. I just simply drew wonky shapes and then painted them in. And when I use a marker, that is the Sharpie paint markers, which I have used in other videos and have raved about. I absolutely love them. They are fabulous. I found once I did these things, like these shapes, and painted them in, it kind of got like a really groovy look to the page. And I don't mind it. Like, I find it all fits together. I didn't mean to make it look that way, but I think it did end up having that look. But I think it works. So I'm not mad about it. Another set of pens that I got that I really love, and I did show them in another video, the Ink Joy gel pens in the brights. The ones, like, they don't do a whole lot on light backgrounds, but when you use them on black, they are amazing. Well, the pen set is not old at all. Like, I don't know, I would probably think maybe around October I got them. But when I went to use the turquoise or bright, like a light aqua color, it didn't work. And I was devastated. And you can't buy them in singles. At least I couldn't find them in singles. So I had to buy a whole new set. Just if it had been any other color, I would have been fine. But it was turquoise, and that's like my favorite color. So I had to buy a whole new set just to get that one again. I think the only reason why it wasn't working is it was probably something I did, like not being patient enough to wait for paint to be fully cured or something. I'm sure it was something I did, because I'm like that. Well, anyways, yeah. So now I have 2 of every color except for my favorite color. But those are another good set, the Ink Joy Brights. But I wouldn't bother getting them if you don't work on black much. It's just my opinion. But they were underwhelming when I used them on manila paper. So to help with Christmas spirit and stuff, how about you leave a comment down below the video telling me your wonderful Christmas plans. Tell me what it is you're doing or what you're most excited. If you don't want to share what you're doing, you can post what you're most excited about this year. And try to keep it happy. Keep the comments happy, and then maybe others who aren't totally feeling the Christmas spirit can read the comments as well, and maybe it'll help them too. So please, please, please leave a comment down below the video sharing something wonderful about Christmas, what you're most looking forward to, or even like a favorite memory of Christmas. Just something positive about Christmas. I think that's a nice thing. Now I'm feeling like this should have been like a Christmas painting or something that I had done. So now it's just doodle time, and I'm using those Sharpie paint pens, and they have a brush tip, which I love because you can get like a thinner line or push in harder and get something thicker, and they're very juicy. So I really like that too. And you notice when I did that shape, I went over the stamped writing, and it wasn't ideal that I did that. Like if I had known I was going to do the shapes, I mean, obviously I would have done the shapes first and then did the stamping after. But I was able to stamp over it again and do a pretty good job going back over the same spot. I think the only one that I didn't do great with was the A in the last word. But, you know, it doesn't bother me. It's just my art journal. When I was editing this video, I was watching myself do those lines that I just did by her feet. I'm like, oh, you missed a spot. And it was driving me crazy because I couldn't remember if I go back and fix it or not. I'm like, oh, this is what the viewers must feel when they're watching my video. And now I'm not even going to tell you. You're going to have to stress about whether or not I fill it in, if you even notice that I missed a part. I mean, I know I can always go back and fill it in after the video, but, you know, it's that same. You want to see it completed in the video. That white one, let me go find the name of that one for you, because that's a good one too. I can barely see the writing on it anymore because I use it so much. The black marking, the printing on it is worn off. But it is Fly Sea. Flysea. And it's acrylic. I think they call it acrylic painter. The letters are half worn off. So, but it says it marks on anything and it's water-based. But I have 0 complaints. And this one is a 0.7 millimeters. It's an extra fine. I really like it. For the white, like I actually like this one better than the Posca. Like I find it more opaque and flowing better. So again, just my opinion. And they're a heck of a lot less expensive, like really good price. I can't remember what it is, but it was really good. Like, because Poscas for me are crazy expensive. I don't know what it's like for everybody else, but they're super expensive here. I do have it in black as well. Just thought of it when I saw myself using the black Posca. So anyway, this is pretty much it for the video. I'm tracing the figure with the black Posca, but I don't do the shapes as well. I thought about it, but then I decided against it, and I only did the figure outline in black. And I really like how this page came together. It's not what I was expecting, but I like it. I hope you enjoyed it too, and I hope if you celebrate that you have a very merry, wonderful Christmas. Talk to you again soon. Bye.